Alright, cool. We're back with another episode of Rare Talks. Today, we've got a special guest, you know. This one's real epic still. You get me? Lucian legend. My family also, you get me? So this is a pleasure to have this brother here still. Introduce yourself, innit, man?
Yeah, man. You know already, man. Marvin, you get me?
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Big Marvs.
Big Marvs.
You get me?
You know the thing already.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Just innit?
Come on, with there, you see what I'm saying? Big up everyone in the house as well, man. Like, checks on the engineering, you get me?
Big up Rare, you get me?
Done no Rare Talks all the time, man. Like Sims, Mr. Digital, Faisal in the building,
Yes,
you get me? Where you from, where you grew up?
Born on Milton Court Estate,
Milton Court.
New Cross.
Jeez.
80s, baby, you get me? Well, 1979.
80s, grew up in the 80s.
Grew up in the 80s.
Yeah. How was it growing up in the 80s? Like, in that era?
Where, as a kid, I would say that's like the best memories. I would say, you know, like having fun.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, those are the happiest moments as a child. I would say, New Cross, like carefree, community. Everyone knows each other. You know, doors are basically open. We're out all night.
See.
You understand?
Proper.
Yeah, man.
Proper community, innit?
Proper community. You know what I mean? Everyone knows each other. You know what I mean? Mums, the guys on the block, outside Spanish Step pub.
That's what I was just about to. Yeah, I was gonna say that next, the infamous Spanish Step. So how was it like? Yeah, that was a place in New Cross. So
yeah, man, that's a big influence on us, innit? Like the Yardies definitely had a big influence on man, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Spanish Steps is the infamous place, fam. Like,
it is.
Yeah, like it's not like so like say if man like wasn't from New Cross or something, can you just to walk past Spanish Steps and them
You
times?
get pull up in it, them man will pull you up in it. They were pulling up, but they were big men in it. I was watching that. Like, they were big men.
Yeah.
Like Country Joe, Dennis,
some legends.
Headley, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, real ghetto man them.
Yeah.
Shower man them. You get me? Like, you understand? And yeah, man, that they had a big influence on us as kids. I was lucky enough. I know a lot of my brethren and that stayed in there, consumed. You know what I mean? By the whole thing. Even some of them either in jail or lost their lives for this thing. You get me?
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough. My mum moved, bought a house on Lee High Road in Lewisham. Obviously, I used to go back and visit and that, but I wasn't really consumed as much into that.
See.
And having a wide connection of family, like for instance, being a ghetto youth. My granddad lived on Peckham, North Peckham Estate.
Yeah, that's right. Because
so
I was gonna ask you about that as well.
So it was for me to go and check my granddad was sticky. You understand?
Yeah, at that time, innit?
At that time,
yeah. Because obviously, when you grew up like in New Cross at that time, and obviously you guys in school, is that when Ghetto was formed, or Ghetto was formed before that?
No, Ghetto was been formed but I would say before I was born.
See.
You get what I'm saying? Like Ghetto, as I said, like there's different forms of Ghetto boys. There was like TGB, OGB.
See.
Like Ghetto was. It was called Ghetto because it was where the yard man went.
That's right, yeah. The infamous Spanish Steps.
The were there from the 60s or whatever.
Yeah.
So, so the elders that I spoke of, like Headley and them man there, they were ghetto man them, innit? They're ghetto man them, you get me? So
proper.
Ghetto's been there from, you know what I mean, from the beginning.
That's the essence.
That's the essence. And then obviously, I would say my generation. So my generation was YGB.
Okay, so makes sense.
My generation was like Spark, the infamous
Sparks. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
You get me? That you understand? A lot of them put their work in. You get me? That
you
understand? But I was always traveling, so I kind of had to cut ties. I didn't really want to be seen with them all the time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm in Peckham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like you said, your granddad.
Yeah, my granddad. You
lived in
understand?
Peckham, man.
Or I'm with one of my boys, old type, Gavin. You get me? Gavin used to take me Brixton a lot. You get me?
Yeah. Because man used to always see you Bricky as well. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I kind of adventure that, but I would always fight for you get me, for my home. That's my hometown, innit?
Yeah.
So if anyone was coming to violate in the ends, like my home, especially New Cross, so whether it be Moonshot, whatever, like I was always there to represent. But as being a full blown ghetto youth, it didn't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't really my path. I didn't really see myself as wanting to, you know what I mean? Even though growing up, you know what I mean? I remember our skills when we were, about 10, 9 or something like that. And skills said, you man are YGB. You understand? And you know what I mean? We were the original ones on the block. Yeah. Like me, Jerome, you know what I mean? Sparks, Big R. You know what I mean? There was a lot of us that lived.
Legends.
Legends. There you get me, Tommy Bones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Stuart, Jack Jones. You know what I mean? They're all of them. They're all my dogs. You get me? They're my brothers. You understand?
Jack Jones, New Cross. New Cross. That's New Cross. Original there.
Jack Jones, them man, a bit older than man. Stuart, you get me? Stuart. We used to call him Hopski back in the day. You understand? So I can tell you about loads of things. Loads and loads of things. You get me? Like, definitely been there, seen it, been involved. Delphon, my dog. You get me? Sparks, my dog.
Look at that.
You know what I mean? That there was one point. At one point, we were all, you know, like when you're at that stage, that football or whatever, like we're all tight. Yeah. And then we get consumed a bit with the whole image, I would say. Yeah. So, you know, who's hard, this one ain't gonna have it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone's kind of finding their role in this thing, innit? The roles, yeah. You understand? And I remember Andrew always had that presence about him, you know what I mean? He always, cause he could box as well. That was the thing. So was he was a professional boxer or semi-pro? So I would say Andrew knew how to box from a youth. Yeah. So I would say someone in his family, I can't remember, probably his dad or someone, one of his older brothers were boxers. Yeah. And introduced that into him, and he was good at it. Yeah. You understand? So yeah, growing up, when it came to the hunting, the fisting, he was the guy, you get me? Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know about Andrew, that, you know what I mean, you hear all the stories and that. The man was a cool guy, you know? Like, he was very smart. Yeah. In school, academically, couple times we crossed paths in school. You know what I mean? And I'm like, he surprised me, like, raw. And he used to be in, you know I mean? Like, not just in Ghetto, he was everywhere, innit? Like, he was in a lot, like I even see him one time in flipping Brixton with like one of the old Brixton G's. And someone was like to me, yeah, that's Sparks. I would say in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning, well, there was a time when 28s and Ghetto had their little link up thing. Okay. This is, makes sense. Get me, like, man them like no innit? Yeah. Like, there was a certain energy and there was a confrontation or whatever, but then certain man them joined forces or whatever, and there was a little link up thing. You understand? See. So, you know what I mean? You know. But in the beginning, he's just original Ghetto, you innit? Yeah. So wherever you see him, he was always repping Ghetto. Ghetto scene. So he will rep for his ends no matter where he is, innit? Yeah. He was definitely. Sparks always wanted to take Ghetto to a certain heights. Yeah. And I believe he could have if everyone could see the vision and understanding it. That's right. But obviously, you know, Gel, you know what I mean? And a lot of people have madnesses as well, innit? And like you said, probably because he was like a feared guy, a lot of people like in Ghetto used to fear him. Was he a feared guy? He was, innit? He was feared. I think what it was with with him, I would see that he would probably bad up enough man.
Yeah.
Even his own man them minute.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna
think
say. Yeah.
If you're moving correct or you're doing what you're supposed to, would you get bad up? You understand? So I think it was more of that, and you know, being a leader, or you know, if you're not moving right, you're gonna have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna be the
talk.
leader's gonna be telling you, bruv, you're not moving right.
Yeah.
You understand? So, you know what I mean? Like, even the beef with him and Delphon, you get me? They're both my dogs, innit? Like, I love Delphon. I got love for Delphon. Me and Delphon are my dog as well, you get me? So, even when I saw that, I'm like...
Sticky, innit?
Yeah, I'm just like, bruv, like, man, like... And this is even before man got killed, when they were beefing, innit? Like,
yeah. That's
like,
madness.
You know what I mean? It's mad.
And they were all friends as well.
You know what I mean? Obviously, they're man, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, however it transpires, you get me. But obviously, Delphon's the one, and Trevor or whatever, sitting down for it or whatever. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sad, man.
It was always kind of, that was the kind of the thing as well about Ghetto, you know what I mean? It's hard to trust.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of... A lot
of people, you get me?
Yeah, snaky kind of.
Very snaky.
Like snaking each other, not saying that directly, but yeah, a lot of people were like infiltrating.
But when it came, you know what I mean, everyone would have their little beefs or whatever, but when it came to doing the thing, everyone was there, you understand?
Yeah. So
definitely in our era, you get me?
So also as well, so how did you get linked up with like Peckham and them as well? Because like you said, you grew up in Ghetto, and as you said before I was answering you about more of the history of Ghetto, you said you had to go Peckham as well because obviously family live in Peckham and that. So how did you link up with like all the, like I used to see you in Peckham a lot. Used to bring me Peckham still. You get me in sticky
you know
times, fam. I can't lie.
Well, like,
and man was safe, like
obviously, like I'm not gonna lie in it. I don't know everyone in Peckham.
Yeah.
But there's my granddad lives in Peckham. Two of my cousins, well, my cousins, we share a cousin. They're Peckham youths.
Okay.
Twins, in the term, you get me?
Makes sense.
They're twins. The twins are so if the twins are there, I'm good in it. That they'll come and save man, innit?
Yeah.
You understand? They'll be like, no, real family. You understand?
Peckham was mad.
And then obviously after that, couple man realised, oh, that's man's family or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? At the same time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see with the whole knife cam thing, I see where it goes, innit? Because I know, right, I gotta go to if my mum says, right, go to your granddad's and go and
Yeah. You gotta go down there.
Go up there, innit? But I'm not telling my mum that I'm going up there with my shank.
Yeah, she's gonna be like,
you understand? I'm not
can't be walking like that.
But I can't be moving because the twins might not be there.
Yeah, can't take
on
no
that
check
day.
at the same
You
time.
understand?
You get me?
So you understand that knife, and that's where all this kind of stems from. You understand? So yeah, man. But yeah, you know, just branch out. And I was one of them man there, innit? I just want to branch out and make money, and you understand? If I feel the energy, why because you're from over there. Why should I not deal with you? Yeah. Kind of thing. So yeah, man, there's man in Peckham I used to deal with. You understand? Cause the energies, you get me?
That's right.
So you get me? And sometimes I come back to the ends and same thing with Ghetto, certain Ghetto youths weren't feeling that energy.
Yeah.
But certain man they know because Marv's original.
Man can cut you.
Man, you have to let him cut you, but certain man's got cut up like, bro, man's rolling with bricky youths. Man rolling with bricky youths. Come to the ends with bricky youths. But I was feeling the energy. You understand? So, man, you get me? But, But definitely the Ghetto, the blue story and that, you get me? I've definitely seen it.
Is
that blue story real? Is that story real?
Ooh, that's a nice question to answer. I was going to answer that.
You came from Peckham, like...
Right. You come from Ghetto. You come from Ghetto.
So,
Ghetto.
So
it's original Ghetto.
So for me now,
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Everyone
obviously, you know Rapman. Rapman's your guy.
Again, I'm going to say...
Rapman's
my guy.
Yeah.
I'm from that. Rapman's my guy. You understand that? I'm going to say that I'm a man from the end. So I know people in it. And I rate my man. He's a very talented guy. From his music from in the beginning, he knows.
You put me onto Rapman still, I can't lie.
like the
Put me on to him.
conversation, innit? We always had, and I'll say, Rod, man, I see you doing your little thing, you know, da 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 da. You get me? As for the Blue story,
Yeah.
it's a good story. The only thing I think where it went wrong was by calling it Blue Story in such a big format, because he already had Blue Story before that, but it didn't really mean nothing. But because he got signed to Jay-Z and whatnot, and it's gonna be a bit on a big platform, it's got everyone's attention.
So would you say?
And I'll say it's got more people's attention, and then it's got people's attention in a different way, because people are gonna go.
I'm thinking it's real, innit?
People are gonna go and watch it and look at it.
Yeah.
Now, it might be from his highs. Remember, we're from a different kind of time. He's a bit younger than me. You understand?
Yeah.
But I think for the Blue Story, it needs to come from the essence for people to understand.
100%.
And I think he missed that, innit?
Because there was obviously discrepancies going on online, innit? Like, and people was upset, fam.
Yeah, because
it's a serious story. Like what you were just even explaining now. I'm just listening, like, fam, and that's your part, and that was deep. What you named, man didn't see none of that, replicated in the Blue story, innit?
Yeah, all right, well,
you get me? And
all right, we all know.
So
that,
yeah,
you know, like them and there. It's there. The whole Blue Borough thing.
Yeah,
is their creation, innit? You understand?
Yeah.
It's a Ghetto Boy creation.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. I remember they came with the Blue Borough SE/824, whatever.
That's right, yeah, the link up thing, yeah. Like they just said, let's just link
I've
up.
been over that way a bit too long now, innit?
Yeah.
That's Halo 24. But yeah, and that's their movement, innit?
Yeah.
And when you talk about the Blue story, you're thinking you're gonna get that story,
that whole essence, yeah. That's
the
a whole borough of like, yeah.
And I don't know where Rap Man's gonna go with it. You know what? The man's good in doing what he's doing, innit?
Yeah.
Like, but I just think the title, that's where he went
100%.
wrong. With the title, Blue Story. I think everyone was looking for the Blue Story, innit? Wanted to see the essence, and obviously, if you see that, you're gonna see the Yardie influence.
Yeah,
and,
like,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know, like you can't tell the couple of the legends and kind of involve it, and you know what I mean.
That should have happened.
And I don't know, you know what I mean, with clearance and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah. And probably because, like you said, he's from a different kind of era. Probably like
probably telling it.
From his point of view, innit?
His time, you get me.
But a lot of people were saying that what they saw on that weren't really what happened, innit?
Because I think because at the end of the day, I heard Delvon's interview and that.
Yeah.
And there was, you know what I mean, like again.
Yeah,
for that era as well, and you know what I mean. A lot of work got put in. A lot of people got hurt, died.
Yeah, it's a serious thing.
You know what I mean?
It's not a joke still.
For you to tell the story, I think people are looking for homage in both areas, and do you know what I mean? And everything. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely think it was the title. It was a good little story, you get me? I like the way
the directing, everything of it was sick.
You understand? I know he had a little hiccup, like Lucian didn't want him to do any filming in Lucian.
Yeah, that's right.
And all that. So obviously he's gonna have to fight back on that.
Yeah.
And then I was talking about clearance. Maybe, you know what I mean, it was hard for him to get clearance.
100%
to use certain characters.
That's right. Yeah, with names and that, because
you get me. So that in all, but you know what I mean. He's from the ends.
Yeah.
And it's successful. Big yourself up, blood.
No, real talk. No hating. Yeah. This is the
to stand up and say they're from the ends, and we should be proud. I think we should be proud for that. And then if there's any issues, maybe he's the guy. He's gonna be one of the gatekeepers, probably for the music thing.
Yeah.
And the movie thing.
Yeah, real talk.
To go and tell that story. So,
yeah.
You understand what a better way to go and tell it through that link.
Yeah, real talk.
With
the big budget, innit?
Big budget or whatever.
Yeah, I can help a lot of people, and big him up, yeah, because like you said, man,
that's my dog still.
Yeah, so
he's been at this for a long time. Still.
Yeah. Also, so in your era as well, like when you was growing up and that, like how did as well, like everyone get introduced into like the moves and that, like, because you know, like, you know what I mean, innit? Like it was. them days there when it was easier, innit? There weren't really no cameras and like
Like,
the abbeys
first
and
I
that.
would say, like, in the beginning, I think we started with phones.
Yeah.
Like, when mobile phones came out, we started with phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're making a little bit of money still off of the phones.
Mm.
And then, like, all along Deptford High Street and all that. And they just started slapping up. They started slapping up CCTV.
On the on the mains.
On the mains.
Yeah.
And then we went through the era where man was doing like anything where there was cash kind of thing. So if it was like a building society or an off license, or you know where there
Freshers.
like where there was bare cash, and from there it went to drugs, innit? And then from drugs it went from robbing drug dealers or robbing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, once people start knowing what you're about and that, you get me? People come to you and say little things like, you know what I mean? Like, well, I know a man that's got this or whatever and that, you get me? So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What lessons would you say you learned from the streets? What lessons do you think you would say you learned?
The streets ain't about shit, fam.
Nothing.
That's what I would say. I think there's...
You learned stuff from there.
You can. No, listen. So I was gonna say, yeah, but you can learn these value lessons in life in every aspect. The streets was given to man. Yeah, that's the crumbs. You get me? You understand? It's the crumbs. And what they said is, we're gonna give you lot the crumbs and let you fight over it. So in every aspect that you want to talk about, yeah, man's at the bottom.
Alright, cool. I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying there's valuable lessons that everybody learns on the streets. I learned valuable lessons.
But then there's also a bunch of...
Even like what you said though, not to trust man, certain man.
To trust people.
Yeah, or not to.
But you can learn that. But you can learn that in any aspects of life.
Yeah, but we grew in the streets.
I'm saying in that aspect of the streets, because many people, when they think of road, they just think of some youth in a balaclava stabbing people and shooting people.
Yeah.
That's what most people have, this interpretation in their mind.
Right.
But it's from what you know and what I know, it's bigger than that.
It's much bigger than that. But eventually it's gonna lead to you being that guy in the balaclava stabbing someone. You understand?
But it's a story. It never starts off there.
No, but eventually.
Just jump up
No.
and say,
All right. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. So you have an option, yeah. You have an option. You get into this, yeah, and there's a small percentage, there's a small chance, yeah, that you're gonna come out of this unscathed and with what you want, yeah, or you're gonna end up like that guy with the balaclava, ready to stab someone, and that's it.
So
that's it.
So there's no lessons you learn from the streets?
No, you can, but I'm saying to you, these lessons can be learned in other aspects of life, anywhere. In a job, in a relationship.
I'm not saying, don't speak general, I'm not speaking hypothetical. I'm saying to you.
That's what I've learned.
Nothing.
There's no, I never said I never learned
nothing.
I just learned that.
Sounds mad. It sounds like he's saying he hasn't learned nothing, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Be
cool,
but I understand what he's saying.
No.
I do understand your point though.
You're not understanding.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Say it.
I'm saying,
yeah,
you asked me, what did I learn?
From the streets, yes.
From the streets. And I told you, I've learned that the streets ain't shit.
Yeah.
But is that it?
Obviously, I've learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But
even
but the stuff that I learned.
But even when you're hustling and that, yeah.
Only
you're learning business.
What I've heard, no.
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah, but I didn't learn business from the streets.
From hustling, bro.
I never learned business from hustling.
So you didn't know how to bag up and how to calculate.
How to put it on the scale of maths, bro.
Okay.
Economics,
hold on. But but I know how to do it. Did I learn that from that?
Learn it from the roads, isn't it?
Did I learn it from the roads? No,
Yeah,
I never learned it from the roads. I learned that from a book, blood. Like
What,
most
the maths,
of us.
obviously, yeah, but
Like most of
yeah,
us.
but it gets techie though. We don't learn how to like make money from grams in school.
Bruv, you don't understand. No.
Yeah.
I can say mad stuff.
You went to school to learn maths to sell drugs, bro.
No. You asked me about the business.
Yeah.
I never learned to sell drugs. I never learned to sell drugs from school. I learned to sell drugs from the streets.
Yeah.
And selling drugs ain't shit. So
No, it ain't nothing. No.
We're gonna get back to everything
I'm
I
not
said.
saying
No.
So I'm gonna tell you, innit? So I'm gonna tell you, innit?
Yeah.
Right. Everything that you think you can learn from the roads,
Yeah.
you can learn from anything else.
100%.
In
We're not saying that.
of life.
We're not saying that.
Yeah?
We're not saying that. We're not debating
You're
that still.
100% true because
You're right.
other men are still-
Million%.
Boom.
Million%
Boom.
right.
Listen to the question.
The person that you are, is decides the decisions and the choices you're gonna make. Yeah, that's not the streets.
But would
That's
you
not
say,
the
yeah, one
streets.
sec though, one sec. Can I just jump
That
in?
will come from your home
Can
life.
I jump in?
Yeah, that's not the streets.
Yeah,
your
can
home
I
life ain't the streets.
Yeah.
You understand?
100%. But obviously, being at like growing up where we grew up in it, like what you said, where you grew up and that, it was mad already. You get me? Things was going on already. So it's like sometimes you become a product of your environment. So like you said, we go to school, we learn maths, whatnot. Like I weren't that good at maths at school, but I still learnt the basics of maths. I still learnt the basics of English in it. But then when I was obviously growing up on the streets personally, and I learnt certain things, I learnt how to make money from maths, and then I could do this from selling t-shirts, for instance. Like even when we were selling t-shirts,
Anything that you put, it could be anything.
So
It
man
was
did
just-
kind of learn a
it just
lesson,
happened
like
to
learn
be-
something, innit?
No, but bruv,
And
right,
learn the
listen.
lessons that you know what, the
Listen.
streets, like you said, the streets ain't shit anyway. You don't
Listen,
need to be
it
out
ain't
here.
Shit. It ain't shit.
Yeah.
But like as I said, it could be anything.
Mm.
I know youths that go to school and sell sweets
Yeah,
or cook food and come in.
yeah.
and sell
I rate
food.
them. They're
Understand?
G's. They're
It could
G's.
be anything.
Real
innit?
talk, real
It
talk.
was just a choice that we made.
Yeah,
to go
being a
and do
product of
that.
our environment.
To go and do that, so we made that choice.
Yeah.
We did. Okay, you went and you done it, and you learnt certain things from
Yeah,
doing it.
that's
But you
about
already
it.
knew what you was doing before you done
Yeah,
it.
we knew it was
Because
wrong.
you weren't gonna go and do it. You knew
It was wrong.
You knew. Oh, yeah, if I go and buy it, at
But
Z,
man had to do it.
yeah, before you bought the Z, you knew what you was gonna do.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example what I mean by lessons. Yeah?
So if it was I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say in it. So if it was a box of t-shirts,
Yeah.
before you went and bought the box of t-shirts,
Yeah.
because you're not just gonna go
But
buy
I-
a t-shirt so not see how much money you're gonna make.
No, obviously it's
Like that.
units. It's units. Just
You
like when you're
understand?
selling drugs. If you sell
You
drugs,
understand?
it's units.
So I'm
Everything
saying-
is units.
So I'm
And
saying,
even
the
when
facade,
you're
facade,
yeah, go on.
yeah, that you think, oh, it's the road that I learned it from the.
No, mate, you were
No.
smart already. Obviously, you knew how to use that already. But
not everyone is
remember,
smart. Some
man's
people
on the
don't
road,
learn
innit?
the
Man
lessons.
grew up like
You
on the
understand?
road, innit? So, because man grew up on the road,
That's
it's
what you
like,
learn.
yeah, because man, remember, no one weren't really guiding us. Like now it's
That's
different.
what you learn.
Like now it's
but
different.
You already knew.
Yeah,
You already
like for
knew.
me, when like the streets taught me a lot of things. It taught me that not
But
to
you
trust a
already
lot
knew.
of
But you
people.
already knew that though.
No, do you know
But I know
what?
your dad told you these.
Yeah, my dad told me. Yeah,
So
that's
you
right.
already knew.
Yeah.
So
I
you
agree
already
with
knew.
that.
You understand?
But I still had to experience it.
No, bro.
As you still have to
we
experience
don't
it because
have
you
to.
know what? My
We
dad will
don't.
tell me, but I don't listen.
We don't. It's just
get me?
highlighted that way. It's just highlighted that way.
Yeah.
For us to think that this is what we got to get involved in.
Yeah.
You understand? It's all painted up. The gangsters all painted up.
No,
It's all
100%.
prettied up.
But man was a product of
So
my
we all think
environment.
we
But
gotta get involved.
man learned. I think man learned. Like there is valuable lessons that you can learn growing up
In
on the
life.
streets. No, in life,
In
because that's your
life.
journey. That's your.
In
So
life.
growing up on that time and now man's through a
In life.
transitional period. Man's
Yes.
older, innit? So man can say, yeah, it didn't teach man. That man didn't learn nothing. But at the same time, no, we're not arguing. It's a debate. We're debating. We're just reasoning. You get me? But yeah. But
I
obviously,
think you
Marv
just
said. That's, you get me, and
Well,
he's
it-
right.
for
He's
me-
right
for
what he
me,
said.
like,
I agree. I'm not
gonna
disagreeing
lie.
either.
Like when I had children,
Mm.
that's when I started seeing things in a
That's
whole
right.
different
Different light, yeah.
And you know, like people can say a lot of things about me, innit? Like I was one of them ones, innit? Like untrustworthy. You don't know what could happen.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You might say, "Right, man's got beef with Marv. I don't even know what's gonna happen. We don't even know what Marv's gonna come out with today." You understand?
Mm.
I was one of them ones. You get me? But I really looked at life and I said, "Wow, like, my dad weren't there when I was growing up."
So did you think that had? This is the question I ask every single customer. Everyone that comes. Oh, this stuff. Wait. Every person that comes on this, I ask them this question. The not having the father in your life, how did that affect you?
That's a good
in
question.
many ways. What, like, as a man or growing
Growing
up?
up,
Just
everything.
growing up, like your mindset.
Right, listen, bro, man was always searching. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of having the feeling, like, you know what, I always get back to this way, you know, the black issue. It's like not knowing our heritage.
Yeah.
It's like there's something always missing. So imagine you're not knowing where your dad is.
Yeah.
Or, you get me? You're always going to be searching and having that, there's a big void. So I think through my adolescence, like up until about 16, I'll say, like I met my dad when I was 14. Yeah.
How was that experience when you met him?
But it was kind of like,
Did you want to bang him in the face?
I was happy.
Oh, you was happy.
I was happy. You know what I mean? Like, well, I kind of, when I just knew, when I saw him, I knew it was, you get me? I just knew that was my dad, innit? I was playing football in the park and my mum come, innit? And she was like, and I see them coming through there. And I said, Ron, I said to my boy, that's my dad, you know?
Look at that.
You get me?
Yeah.
And my mum was like, Ron, I want you to meet your dad, innit? You get me? And obviously, like, you have all these high expectations.
Yeah.
None of them don't come true. You understand? And you try to build something, but at least now I know, I think when I got to about 14, at least now I know him. But obviously I'm in that transition now, innit? Like, I'm doing my own thing. I got my own life at 14. I've got my own life, bro. You get me? Like,
Yeah.
there's people out there, man. They're calling me. You hear me? You understand that? I never really had that time to build a relationship like that. You get me? Then 16 went jail.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Yeah. How was that? Yeah. We was gonna go on to
I
that
went jail when I
still.
was young as well, and that kind of mashed me up.
Where? You
Mad
know what?
Kind of pushed me back. Like I felt like I lost time.
I would say
Yeah. Because you went jail a few times, Marv. Like a lot of times, like growing up.
it was for me like the first time, 16. Obviously you got that just like, bro, what's it gonna be like?
Yeah.
That kind of feeling. But I remember when I got there, this was Feltham. When I got there, I went in the cell and I sat down, and there's like you can hear different people having conversations or whatever. But there was one brother out the window and he's going, number 12, number 12, number 12, number 12.
Yeah.
And he sounds, I'm not even clocking that because I'm in my own thoughts, innit?
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
cool.
bro,
You're taking it
like,
all
I'm
in,
jail, and I'm thinking, bro, this one, I know this man's in here, and that one's in there. What wing are they on? How am I gonna try and commute? You know, bare things are going through my mind. I'm not even thinking of nothing. And then I look up, and you know, you got inside the cell, the door number painted inside this. It's like spray painted through, like a stencil thing. I look up, I see 12. I'm saying, blood clot, this youth's calling me. So
Man's drawing man up.
Man, they tried to call me for ages, cuz.
Yeah.
So I gone to the window, opened the window, I was like, yeah. He was like, suck your mum. Bam!
Oh.
Shut the... So now, this is what I'm saying. This is my first day in jail, blood. My first day. Man told me to suck my mum. You get me? Now, you know, man, don't take no play. I'm thinking, right, I'm going to die here. I'm just thinking all kinds of things, innit? Like, 'cause I'm not having it, innit? I just know that I'm not having it.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what's going on, you know I'm going to step out there and they might be like 100 man.
Yeah.
And you know, Marv, you know me, innit? Like,
on it.
man will be like, Marv, don't say nothing. I'm the guy that can't hold them out. I'll be the guy, innit? Like, nah, man. You man, that you're all pussy anyway. There's 100 of you. Whatever I can find to say, innit? But yeah. So anyway, I was just like, raw. I'm getting mad. I'm like, man told me to suck my mum. I got mad in the cell. I said, my mum. Man don't even know me. Oh my God, who's this you?
Yeah.
I'm all talking to myself. The next door neighbor, the brother next door, he's like, boom, boom, boom. I'm on smoke with him. He's like, baggy, he's like, yo, next door. I'm like, what, bruv? Don't think it, hey, blood. You get me? He's like, nah, bruv, cool, bro, cool. I'm gonna show you the brother in the morning. You get me? So I was like, all right, cool. Like, bruh, I tried to tell him, like, bruv, I thought everyone was on smoke. Is this like, is this it? Like, am I gonna be fighting every day, cuz. Now you get me? I said, he's like, no, don't worry, my man's an idiot, bruv. When you see him, I see you when you walked in, cuz. Trust me.
Felt him, bro.
That, you get me? He's an idiot, bruv. Don't even get mad. But I was like, bruv, my mum, cuz, told me to suck my mum, cuz. That, you don't understand, innit? That we're different people. Our mums are precious to us, you get me? Like, you can't just use them words freely. So to me, like, when I was supposed to come out of jail, I was still riding.
What you say, you got extra days?
I was doing extra days because of that word.
So what you...
See that word there? That word. I was doing extra days because of that word.
Yeah.
You get me?
And when was that? Like wild times, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's like wild. That's like, you get me? Young youth offending.
Yeah.
Just
wild in them places.
Just wild, you get me? Just fighting every day. You get me? K2 block.
Yeah.
All that.
And what was explain K2? What was like, what's that? Because I don't even think they even have that now.
Well, they called it the bully wing,
Yeah.
But bullying is all different kind of
categories.
It can range from a lot of things.
That's right.
And a lot of things that man used to do was like double bubble.
Yeah, with the burner and that. Or
whatever.
If you take something,
you buy 2 back.
Yeah. You take something, you
get them man there,
pay 2 back.
You will get them man there that will take things and not.
Yeah, and they class that as racketeering, like the screws and that kind of.
Yeah,
they class it as like extortion.
It where they do, but every man does what.
Man's got to do your thing, bro. You got to get them up like your thing.
You're not forcing, though. It's not like you're coming in there.
No, man's coming to you saying.
It's not like you come and you throw a man pot noodles and say, yeah, give me back. You buy back 3.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, he's all giving you his canteen shit.
No. The man, they come, they're in need, they're hungry, they ain't got nothing to smoke, whatnot. It's the prison rule or whatever. So if man will come and say, Rob, next canteen, I buy 2 back.
Yeah.
If I buy an ounce of burn, I get you back a quarter back.
Yeah.
But then you got some man that want to take your things and don't want to pay back your things. So when man gets stuck on it, they stick it on, man.
Yeah.
They will class that as bullying.
Yeah.
You understand? And if you're a man that's got a good network, you will have a few of those cases and they'll just say you're a bully.
And then they put you on
K2. You get
is that like another wing or something like that?
K2
like
is this that. Well, you got segregation, you got the block, which is like normal segregation, and then you got K2 where they just try to keep you down there and
some military thing.
Yeah, they're on some, you know what I mean, cell check.
Yeah.
Get up out of your cell. Like, but in bed, that I've been to jails, bruv. 8 o'clock in the morning, they come in, they take your mattress away, cuz.
Raw.
You get me?
So you can't go and lay down?
There's no laying down, cuz. You get me? Man's got their jumpers and that, trying to get all comfortable and that, cuz. You get me? Cuz some real...
That's
you
real.
get me? Some prisoner.
And them days, them screws were kind of on
some
smoke.
Real prisoner things, it's like...
A lot of army, that ex-army.
Trying to just break, man.
Yeah.
You get me? That. You understand? But yeah, man, that.
Yeah, and then as you grow older, you went through more little stretches that, and.
Yeah, just getting in little petty trouble after that. I think.
Yeah.
I tried to keep really careful after that. So little other things would be like driving, little things like that. But once you've got a previous, and I had a failing to surrender as well, so that means that. Man, don't stop. Man, don't turn up. Man, don't go
caught in that, innit?
Just goes on the run. So once they caught me, they didn't.
They don't want to give man bail. I know, man. I've been through that shit as well.
Be like, you're a runner or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Up until came out, done music.
Yeah.
Music was always in my heart. You get me?
Yeah. How was that like as well? Yeah, like you was talented. You was very popular. From like growing up. You was the bars man, fam. So talk about music. How did you get started into music? Like, what was your interest? Like, who inspired you?
I would say, well, who inspired me? Like my rap, like obviously just music, innit? Like I always grew up on music, innit? My household, my mum.
What type of music?
Always like reggae. You know what I mean? Lovers rock. My mum used to love all of that, and then obviously we started growing up rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone really from.
What was like your first hip hop album you consumed, like that you listened to and thought, right, this is sick?
My first hip hop album would have been, I think Snoop Dogg was my first album. I think I just bought it, even though he was cool and that. I think I just bought it because it was the in thing.
Yeah.
When I started really, you know, when I started like, nah, raw, it was definitely Tupac, Biggie, you understand?
Yeah, Biggie's
Nas,
your guy. No, Biggie's your guy.
Nas, you get me?
Yeah.
Styles P, Beanie Siegel, all of them, man, there, you get me? So, you get me? I used to...
And then when you started doing music, what did you start, like, jungle, what was it?
Well,
Garage?
in the beginning, it was jungle. In the beginning, in school, it was jungle.
Yeah.
I used to go to school with one of my two dogs, Kevin and Kevin, Herbs and X-Man.
Okay.
Those are my two dogs, you get me?
See.
And they're big in the drum and bass MC era, you get me?
Yeah.
I was always that, you know, like, you know when you got a batch of friends and then you got the bad guy that's always goes in and out of jail, but he comes out, you get me? But those are my guys, you get me? And from school, even when we used to listen to drum and bass, like jungle, like people were still making that transition from like dancehall and that, innit? And they used to say, no, how'd you listen to that shit?
That's right. Because it was like Soundman times as
yeah,
coming out of that.
But yeah, man, like, I think that's when I started picking up the mic. When I started hearing like Skippy D, Det, MC Det, and them man there, Mighty Mo,
Jeez, Heartless,
Shabba, all them man there, you get me? Like, yeah, man. You understand? Then started picking up the mic. Yeah. Started doing a bit of that. Then jungle, garage. I liked garage a bit more. Like jungle was a bit, and I'm kind of, you get me. You have to put in a lot of energy, and I'm kind of if you know like about my rap skills, I'm kind of a laid back guy.
To the point, like.
You get me? I like to. So when garage came, I kind of liked that tempo, innit? I was like, oh, it's a bit slower and that. And then man had the jungle bars. When you smack the jungle bars on the garage, it was like, yo, like man can play with melodies and flows and that.
Yeah. Do you remember any of your garage bars?
I used to have one, that used to tear up the place.
I think I remember one.
Yeah, I used to have one. And it was like, oh, bruv. It was like, Babu, no trouble. The bass and treble. Now what's that sparkle? Coming from the Gucci buckle.
Hey.
Cuz!
Hey.
See what I was doing? Hey.
Yeah.
See that bar,
Hey, what about that one? Nah, that was on that Chitty Bang Bang tune. That was more, was that Graham kind of flow? Garage flow.
Yeah,
I don't try no chitty bang bang. I pack up with a chit bang bang. It's all about, that's it.
Really don't
understand.
But you see what,
like Jackie Chan. hey. Nah, come on.
Mine was before their time though.
100%.
To be honest, mine was before their time.
Because you even done a song like my Uncle Jesse. I remember Uncle Jesse brought you studio. And it was on a record.
Yeah, man.
It was on like a vinyl.
I was
garage tune, pressed on vinyl, white label.
Like resident MC, like I was active in it. I was active, and then I think, like, just the money wasn't enough, fam. You get me? And the facade as well. Like, you know, to be this guy, I've got to have this, and it just makes man go deeper into that. You get what I'm saying? You just get deeper into the road. And the more deeper you go into the road, it's like you can't do both, innit? Yeah. You understand? And yeah, man, the road sucked me from music, to be honest. I would say my opportunities and that got 100% wasted through the road. That's why I say the road ain't shit, innit? Like, it's all painted up nice. You understand? You feel independent, you feel you've created your own business.
But the thing is, I'll say that, and I say this because I feel like the streets, for me personally, and I only can speak from my own experience, is that I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot. I learned how to manage people. I know it sounds crazy what I'm saying to you. I'm a manager now, but I learned how to manage people. And I learned that everybody's different. It's mad. This man had temperaments if he never smoked. That man, he was just moving mad.
Alright.
But
did you hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but
this guy just loves fucking gal. You pull his dick out in front of you like,
hey,
like he's a funny guy.
I hear that.
He's like, hey, Willie.
I hear what you're saying.
Everyone was different. So now that I work in a environment, yeah. And I've worked with so many different people, but I've realised that the reason why he's like that is because he's just different. The reason why he's like that is because he's different. I've not put everybody in the same box because I learned that from young that everybody was different. Yeah. Even though we was all one people, like we'd all go and say we'd go to ride out, yeah. There'd always be one guy that'd be like, yeah, I think I need to go home now. And we look at him.
So you got a great part.
You got a great part. You know what I'm saying? But we knew that he wasn't about that life. He was just a funny guy. He was just a very funny guy, and he used to make us laugh. We'd go somewhere from here to West London, and all he would do is make us laugh. So he was good for the gang because he just made us laugh. So I learned in life that everybody was different. So as I grew older now, and I started to form relationships with different type of people, like you might think, oh, this Spanish guy's fruited. He's got his nose pierced, moving all fruity. Like, yeah, he's buying draw for me. But I'm thinking, bro, I don't care what you do. You just give me my £20. You know what I'm saying? But before, I'd be like, this guy's fruity, and he's shouting to him. Fred, what do it, man? You know what I'm saying? Because I had that mindset.
Yeah.
And I would have shouted to him at that time as well.
This is what I keep saying to you, yeah. The streets never taught you that. Because if you put yourself in another situation,
but I wasn't in another
No. Listen to what I'm going to say to you. This is what I'm going to say to you. If you was in the working industry from the beginning, before streets, you would have probably done the same thing. You would have done the same thing. And you would have stood there and you would have said, oh, that guy's like that, that guy's like that. You would have figured it out for yourself. Because that ain't the streets, ain't teaching you. The streets is only laying something down for you that you already know. You understand? You already know.
No.
You already know.
No, because you don't know. You don't know.
You already know.
You don't know how to know.
Do you know why? Do you want me to tell you why? Do you want me to tell you why it's different?
Hold the shank in your waist properly.
No.
You don't learn that stuff in school.
No, but what you've got to go and do that, you never learned that from the streets. For you to go and do that, you never learned that from the streets. You got that from your household. No, I'm telling you, what you need to give the credit to is your household and your bringing up and your teachings. No, but what you learnt from the bad stuff, what you learnt from your parents, yeah, the bad stuff you ciphered and made good out of it.
I hear that.
Cool,
so your teachings. So your teachings.
I'm gonna dissect what you're saying.
Yeah, the teachings. Yeah, was the thing that made you able to go in this situation. Yeah, and come out the way that you are now as rare. Yeah, where certain man without them.
They call me Adnan.
Oh, say
Adnan. Okay, Adnan. Keep calling it.
Yeah, brother.
Adnan. You've been hitting man up, but you're still rare to me though.
But
you never change, bro. I'm gonna still call you rare.
Just like a next man that gets swallowed by the same thing that we've all been in. Yeah. It's the teachings that we come out with that get us through it.
You know,
I agree. He's right to a point though, bro.
You understand?
Because, bro, look how we all turn out.
Speaking that 100% truth.
Yeah, bro.
That you're giving it a different perspective.
Yeah, and that's why I'm taking it in still.
What you're saying is
this is
it's deep still.
What got man out of it was the teachers that man learned originally.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So you know what? Yeah.
Out of the bad,
you know you're right.
Some man don't see it. That's why they go so far.
Yeah.
Until it's too late.
But you know what? Yeah.
Sorry
to cut you, because even when we was growing up, yeah, bro, you used to be shook of your parents, bro. Well, you get me, and that's a real be scared of your parents, bro. That's a real. That means that you know you can't go home and act like that. You get me? You see what I'm trying to say? So
those are the teachings.
And it's the same with man. My mum used to chase me around the estate, bro. I used to run. I was shook. I want to go home and get a beating. You get me? So you're right.
And being a man,
making no wrong from right, innit?
Being a man from the streets, and as I said, I'm 41 now. Yeah, I got my own family. And this is everything I will say to every man. Would you want that life for your child?
No. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, gotta break the cycle.
I give you something now.
$1,000,000, man.
So you see, like growing up and stuff, yeah. So role model wise, yeah. Did you think that parents should be the one to teach their kids how to love, or do you think kids should just learn it by themselves? Because I feel like in a lot of households, parents don't actually teach their children what love is.
It all starts in the house.
No, but I'm saying, do you think parents should teach children, or do you think children will learn from actions?
Learning from what they see out, like on the road and
Oh
at
no,
home,
no,
innit?
no!
If you got the
It
freedom.
goes both. It goes both.
Yeah, if you got the
Right,
freedom.
listen to what I'm gonna say to you. Yeah. Right, that was a good question. Right, my mum always used to say this to me. You gotta practice what you preach, because you can say one thing, yeah, but if you're doing another, yeah, they're still gonna go and do that. You understand?
Meaning the kids, you mean?
The kids, everyone, because remember, it's all learning. Everyone's learning. So if you're doing it to the children, that generation are gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna grow up, and they're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's just your actions, innit? So if you're doing it, and someone else sees something, and say, "Wow, hold on, that looks like it's gonna be successful," they'll jump on it and follow you. Monkey see, monkey do, innit? You understand? So that's where, even in the deen and in our religion, it says to move a certain way because you influence people. You understand? So you get me? That.
Do you think children should be shown love and taught love? Because they say love has
Both shown
Definitely
more than,
shown the utmost love, man.
more than because the as I said, your actions are the things that actions speak louder than words. Your actions will be teaching. You understand?
But at the same time, do you think kids need to know what love is? Because, for instance, a girl might think love is that a guy wants to stab every single person in the world for her. She might think that's what love is. But that's not what love is. As we grow older, we know that that's just called controlling the mind.
She's already fucked.
Yeah, she's gone.
Who taught her that?
She's not.
Exactly.
Her society.
Exactly.
Wherever, I don't know, bro.
No, cuz.
Maybe she's just gone, bro. She's tapped. She is. She is, bro.
Man said she's fucked.
She is, bro. She's tapped.
No,
Give her a
cuz,
chance,
bro.
She's tapped.
No, bro. Listen
She's
to what I'm
tapped,
saying.
innit? Yeah.
Like, you gotta hear what I'm saying, yeah.
That's
It all
tapped still.
starts at home, cuz. Right. And when I say fucked, when I mean you're not actually fucked, but your life is gonna be much
tapped,
harder
man.
for you. Yeah, because of the way you see things. And the way that you see things is the way that you've been taught.
Yeah.
We don't learn that on the streets. We learn that at home. You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? For instance, stand up for yourself. I never learned that on the streets, cuz. I learned that at home.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Respect.
Not have it, yeah.
Respect. Some man...
No, man learned that at home still.
If you
Respect.
never learned that, if you're coming and trying to learn how to show and get respect on the streets, fam, and just learning it, and you not got that from your home, bruv, you ain't got the essence, fam.
Yeah. You're gonna be in problems.
You ain't got the essence. You need to have the teachings, because you're gonna be lost. This is why enough man get swallowed up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Real.
They don't know the difference. They don't know the levels of respect. They don't. You understand?
No, real.
And they end up lost in the system, lost in the source or whatever, cuz.
Stuck in the
You
matrix.
understand? And a lot of people look at things like, money as being like the above and
Everything,
beyond
innit?
of everything.
Like they work. People are worshipping money. It's like they worship
From
money.
you got money, you're good, innit? Like, rah, man's made it. Rah, man's a winner. Like, rah. Like,
It's not. It's not.
and I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you can have as much money, but you're not right.
You might not be happy.
You understand? You're not gonna be happy, innit? Your love life shit, your friendships. You get me? Everything shit. You get me? So,
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah. So with the music and that, and then you even had like videos on Channel U and that as well, innit? At the time. Yeah. So how was that? How did that go? That was like what? Zero tolerance.
Yeah, that was zero tolerance. That was me.
That was more when you was like kind of rapping.
Yeah. That's when we started really. I think there weren't that much English rappers like
At that time, I know.
And we like if people were spitting, they were kind of had an American accent or whatever.
yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So like, yeah, man. I think we were kind of like definitely influenced a lot of youngsters and stuff.
Million
with
percent.
With that, you get me. As you know, you get
yeah,
me.
million percent, man.
And influence,
yeah, you man influence, man. Still, especially you.
We were like the first.
Because I would hear you, like you said, I'll hear a lot of American man on the tape. I remember you getting the album and that. I hear Marvs, I'll be like, this is the realness.
Yeah,
you get me, like, yeah.
That was my thing, innit?
Especially with the rap and that as well.
My thing was that as well. Then was for us to keep it what we've got, because you know what I mean. It's authentic, bro.
Yeah,
you understand? And this is our story,
that's
innit?
Right.
You know what I mean? And we don't need to jump and pretend to be
American
or whatever. Find our own thing, innit? And like, You know what I mean? I think that's when the transition, because like the lyrics, like drum and bass from garage, it was more about just being, just like the high points of life.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
you weren't
saying?
really
Like,
going into
like we were
detail.
talking about, like, raw, the good time, like everything was about
Pop
the
in
good
the
time.
islands, hey.
Yeah, like, we're
Yeah.
we're gonna
I mean, this
or
is that. You get me?
whatever.
Yeah.
You understand? And we're not really trying to touch certain issues.
Mm.
And then, obviously, with that, we started having to touch certain issues and express ourselves and talk about growing up and all that. You get me? So yeah, man, you get me? They're definitely pioneers.
No, 1,000,000%. I agree.
Even though we
You
never had
guys-
a big impact like that, I know.
You still had an impact in your
Especially for the
community,
ends and in the community.
and it spread out to even me. You get me, like
definitely.
growing up in Lambeth and that, but obviously being family.
And yeah, man, you
always
always
been-
get stopped on road and all that. Like, Rob, where do I know you from? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
you get me. So
People
man,
always-
had a little snippet of that. It was alright. You get me. And then obviously pounds.
Yeah,
You get me.
big up pounds.
Pounds. You get me.
I see them man with their
You get me?
podcast right now as well. I've been
he's
watching
got
it.
The winners podcast.
Yeah, I've been watching it still.
You get
Big
me?
them up.
So, yeah, man. Me and Pound. That was
Yeah.
really my first little. When we got the first little buzz was me and Pounds, like Marvs and Deadly. We were like garage MCs. You
Okay.
get me? We used to.
Is that what Pounds' name was before?
Yeah, back in the day.
Look
we were
at that.
Deadly MC fam. We had some lyrics and that.
Yeah.
Still, man. We had some bars and that.
That's
You
sick.
get me? We used to do radio station, couple raves and that. You get me? And
Raw.
yeah, man. You get me? And then
Foundation.
Pound started rapping. Get me?
Took it to her.
Took it to that, but again,
Yeah.
as I said, I'm an influential person, so most of the rappers that you see from the ends,
Yeah.
they all got a bit of Marv. You understand?
Yeah.
The essence. I used to say the essence.
They got the essence.
But, yeah, man. Just
Yeah.
there and that. But my children, obviously, there's other things I can't talk about really on camera. And that.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. There was points in my life that I would say, prison
Yeah.
in Wales.
Yeah. So that you ended up in Wales and that.
Yeah, that one that obviously was.
Locked up. That's mad.
That's
How was that though? Like in a different environment? Because obviously you talk about Feltham and it's
no,
Mandem kind of. You get me? But
Well,
Wales is like a different
Wales,
territory, different
Wales,
jurisdiction. Like
well, in the beginning, man, I'll tell you how it went. Some real snaky business now. So what it was, I banged up my cellmate. He's just chatting shit in it, like going on bad, trying to jump on. So I punched him up in it. The next day they just opened my cell. Said, "Right, you're getting shipped out." That ain't going nowhere. That ain't getting shipped out. Cut on the rigmarole because obviously I weren't going in the beginning, but in the end I had to go.
yeah.
And then we're in this little holding room, and it's me, my next brethren, Poem from Aylesbury,
Okay.
yeah, South London, Aylesbury, you get me, and some
Aylesbury
other
still.
youths, and that, and there was a well shooting in the holding cell, and he was like, "Yeah, man, he's just gas, you get me?" He's
He's
like,
going
"Raw."
home.
He's like, "Yo,
He's going to the valleys.
He's like, yeah, man, it's top notch, everything's new. You get me? Like, blood.
Snake
I'm
in
from
it.
the old era, yeah. I'm from the old era, Rebay. Man can't tell me that I'm Rebay. Bang up, man, know about real bang up. Cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, real bang up. Them man are telling me there's plug sockets. Them time there weren't no TVs and everything. Man had to work with batteries. If your batteries are done, your batteries are done. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no music. Man's got all the ways of draining out the batteries. Yeah. Heating them up, squashing it, squeeze
real,
out
that's
all
real
the
Joe.
juice. So you can get the juice out. Man know about real bang up. Then man are telling man, yo, there's plug sockets. Man's like, there's plug. I'm thinking, what man can get Westwood, yeah?
Yeah.
Man can get Westwood, no batteries, yeah?
Yeah.
Man's like, yeah, you're out your cell, this, that, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, raw, fam, it sounds alright, it sounds decent. But obviously, I don't want to be in no Wales, you get me? I want to be local, I ain't going to have it to get no...
It's too
First
far.
thing I'm thinking is visits.
Visits, yeah. Like,
I
who's
know-
going to come up there and
I
come
know
and
I got a couple girl them that are going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my people them, I know few in between. Hunter, imagine me relying on Hunter to come
come up
all
there.
the way up. You get me? So, that anyway, he'll come.